Hello, everybody. So we're back here again with our podcast with Kat and Sheri here, and we are talking about heart and soul sisters. And how are you doing today, Catherine?
Oh, hello. I'm good. I'm good. So, what about you?
I'm doing great, thank you. I'm doing great. So Catherine and I, we're going to talk today about our topic is going to be friendship. So we are going to dive in a little bit here and talk to you about friendship. And we have a little bit of a story to tell you, actually. So Catherine, maybe you want to start and let everybody know like how our friendship started or where how we met.
Wow, it's long. I will make it short. This is when the moment everybody can't go anywhere, lockdown.
Right.
And then, so this new app called TikTok. And then I don't know why that moment I'm thinking, maybe I go see TikTok, what the young people do. And then I saw because that moment you can't go to work, you can't go anywhere, so you just in your phone. So I did go to TikTok, and then the first person I see in the TikTok is you, Sheri. So like in the TikTok, and then I just something about you that day make me thinking I want to know more about you and what you say, everything. I just feeling warm, and
Yeah.
it's something like I feel like I know you for a long time, but we never talk and thing like that. So that's why that day I did reach you one that program you do. So then you contact me straight away that day, and then that start we become friends. Is that 4 years ago?
I know. Well, when actually
Yeah.
we were just sitting here talking. So 4 years ago, that's when I resigned from my full-time dental career and I started my own business at home. And that's when the pandemic had hit. And I was actually helping people with natural solutions, more kind of helping people everywhere, like with all kinds of problems. And now my niche has sort of narrowed down into weight loss and menopause. But I was asked to start a TikTok channel. And I was like, I don't even know. My kids are like 22 and 24 and I wasn't sure what to like cuz I would go on TikTok like Catherine said and people are singing and dancing and TikTok was pretty new. My kids said, "I don't think you should do that, mom. Like, you probably shouldn't do that." But and I didn't know what to talk about. And then all of a sudden I thought, what do people like? What do I love to talk about that I think people are interested in? So the first couple of videos was me singing and dancing, and that nothing really came of that. But then I started talking about law of attraction, manifesting, law of vibration, and that sort of thing. And the couple of videos started to get lots of views on them. Obviously, one of those videos was the ones that Catherine had watched. And I do remember her reaching out to me. And I remember just thinking, like, so what do I do with all these people who are messaging me? And realized that TikTok actually had a messenger. So I remember that night actually when I called because Catherine is in the UK and I'm in Canada. So we have like a 5 or 6 hour time difference depending on the time zones. And I just remember talking to her for like an hour on the phone that night. And it was just I don't even know, I can't remember the conversation, but I just remember getting off the phone going like, "Oh my gosh, like I could have talked to her for hours."
Yes, we did. Yeah.
And so then I don't even know kind of how things kind of evolved from there. I guess we kind of chatted here and there a little bit and then eventually we started um a group with the Tuesdays when we started that group where we talked on Zoom with the other ladies.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, we did. That
So
every Tuesday is that Tuesday?
yeah, it was
Yeah.
still Tuesday. And so
Yeah.
we would get together with these other ladies that we had met from TikTok and from Facebook and just, people that we had known. And we got together and we just had this talk and we talked about law of attraction and manifesting. And I was kind of giving them lessons. I think I was kind of leading the Zoom with some lessons and they were showing up. And then that sort of evolved, kind of trickled away. And then another group kind of came in, but at the end of it all, Catherine and I still every Tuesday we still meet and we talk. And so what has happened in the last couple weeks is we have 1 hour call every week. We just talk about like life in general. And Catherine said to me, a few weeks ago, she's like, you know what? Why don't we record this or why don't we share our conversations? Because the conversations we have are not just like talking about like silly things. We have like more in-depth conversations where we give each other tips and value and we kind of both come away with with things that we change. And I think, as we were talking here, I think we both have changed in the last 4 years. What do you think, Catherine?
Yes, yes, I did. I feel that myself because I can see like we're talking today, like when I'm out today with my friend, and in that moment I can see I changed a lot since we know each other. And then I think because we're similar, what we like to do, I love helping people. And then so the way we're talking, it's just like you talking to my language like that, you know what I
Yes.
mean? And then we
Yes.
know what we want, what we say, everything. And then that moment I can thinking, yes, I'm changed a lot in that 4 years in the better.
That's
My
good.
mind, friendship, and then we start what friend you need in your life, a thing like that. So it take a long time, but it's funny that you're from Canada. I'm from Malaysia, come to England. I live in England 27 years, but I still never met the type of friends similar what I like to do or the way my mind work. So
Yes.
yeah, TikTok 4 years ago,
I
I met
know,
my
I
friend.
know. It's true. And I always say too, like even I always say like sometimes when you meet people, sometimes you meet people and you feel like you can talk to somebody for an hour where it feels like effortless. And then other times you feel like you talk to people, it feels so like hard, or you just want to get out of the conversation.
Yes.
Catherine, you're a hairstylist, so you work in a hair salon and she does a massage as well. So, I sometimes maybe you have clients that may be hard to talk to, or other ones where you just wish, like 4 hours goes by or 2 hours goes by and it seems like it was 5 minutes, right? So what's the difference that you think is with these people, like friend wise, like or clients, I guess maybe.
Like say, but like I do a lot. Like I'm busy every day, client, but every client coming different. They sit down in my chair, automatic. They just straight away tell me like they know me for all their life, like 20,
Yes.
30 years, and then they tell me their problem, everything. Because I think in a hairdresser you can't go anywhere. You just sit down there. But
Right.
sometimes when they tell you their problem, everything, I always listen. I love helping people. I'm good
Yes.
listening everything. And then sometimes I just feeling like a lot they never similar that the type of friend I can involve, I can connect with everything. And then sometimes I have friend coming to the salon, and then I have a lot of good friend, everything. They all have different
Yes.
personality. So
Yes.
thing like that. And then when they're coming to me, then they just tell the problem or anything like that. And then I always help them. So and then after that, when I go back home, and then I just still feeling empty. It's
Yes.
just like that. And then like I'm thinking, this not right
Yes.
for me. And I'm thinking, is that the friend you need to involve every day, make you feel how I feel that every day, just like thinking lost? Or I need to find a friend just similar the way what I like to do in my, you know what I mean? It's just like talking. And then when I come out from that, go back home, I'm thinking, I feel good.
Yes.
I'm glad I had that friend to make me feel good, not make me feeling like thinking, what my purpose? So
Right.
thing like that. So some friend give me that, some friend give me worse. And then
Yes.
but I need to learn how to handle it,
Yes.
accept it. That is type of friend. So when every Tuesday we're talking everything, and then I can feel me there. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
yeah.
So I have a question for you. So what's the most valuable lesson about friendship that you've learned from being a friend?
Right. And then be a friend. I think it's just like with me. I said the give and take.
Yes.
Give and take. And
Yes.
then not just taking, because a lot I see friendship I go through my life. Now I'm 44 and I just learned this couple of years, lot your friend taking, not
Yes.
giving.
Right.
And then thing like that. And then you have choice in life, keep there a friend, and then or you need to move on, because sometimes some friends stop you doing what you're doing because
Right.
their energy, everything. So yeah, so I have just only few friends can give, and then we just give and take like that. But a lot of them just taking.
And you know what they say? They say that you become like the three people that you hang around with the most. You become like those. And it's interesting because before we hopped on here, we were talking about becoming like, in the last 4 years, like, do we think we both have changed? Because we are becoming somebody different, you and I. So you become like the three people that you spend the most time with. And
Yeah.
so you can pick and choose then. So if maybe you have some friends or some acquaintances or coworkers, maybe you don't love that energy, you don't like that connection, you don't like being around them, then you can pull back or you can, move forward with them. My husband was even saying, he has this friend and they don't hang around as much anymore. And what has come up is the values that this person has are not the same as my husband's. And it was
Yeah.
about and you said it here, it was about a take about me, as opposed to like more of a giving personality. Or I
Mm.
also said to him this morning, do the right thing instead of always looking like what's in it for me in this friendship. And so that was kind of the conversation that we had this morning. This was with one of his friends, but it's true. You become like it can be exhausting sometimes,
Yeah.
right? Certain friends that you hang around where you feel like they like drain you, like they call them like the energy vampires, right? Where they suck all the energy out of you. And you might find that at work too, because you are a hairstylist and you sit in the chair and you just people talk and you listen and they love you. But at the same time, that can be draining for you, right? For your energy. So when you leave work, you can't control those conversations, but you want to be around people who lift you up, who make you feel good, who give you some, some just, I don't know, some positive energy after leaving work some days, right? When you're feeling a little bit exhausted. So,
Yeah.
and then you want to pick and choose, who do I want to hang around with? Who do I want to be with, right? Somebody else
Oh
who's,
yeah, you do. You have choice in life. You know
yeah.
what I mean? Because like what I do now is that I start doing this year.
Mhm.
So before I go to my salon or clinic, when I do my massage, and then I need a dog, I pray first. I just think, God, just give me
Yep.
strength for
Yep.
anything people give me today.
Yes.
If
To
they
deal
sick
with it.
anything to me, the problem, everything, please give me strength. I said, make me strong enough to help them. I
Yeah.
said to like that because I keep doing that. I think because when you start believe something like we're talking last week, believe, and then you have that strong to do it to help people, and then you not take that with you at home. So then because I have a lot of friends come to me as advice, and then I will tell them, I will give you advice. I will tell you what I do, not what I tell you to do. Now I
Right.
said to my son 16. I always said to my son, I said to like that, look, who you mix, you will become, like we said. So I did say to him, you have that two friend. One that friend love sit on the beach, drinking, take drug, don't do anything. If you connect with them, go out with that two, you become two of them. So he
Right.
did say to me, what you mean, mom? It's like that. Who that another one? You just say one, my friend. I said, that you become him. I said to that. So if you mix with another friend, love to do what you want to study, read book, and then still having fun, and then not mix with drinking, drug, everything, you become that person too. So
Right.
you have choice in life. You can't blame anybody. You need
Hmm.
to blame yourself because you have your own mind to choose which friend you want to go. I always remember my son with that because it's true in life. You can't blame people.
Right. That's
It's,
right. And you can't change people either, right? Like
no, you
you
can't.
can't change people. You can change yourself, but you can't change somebody else, right?
Yeah.
And so again, and I think over time, like you go through different friends. Like it goes through like ways that you hang around this person for a while, and then maybe you change or something happens in your life, or you meet somebody, or you get married, or you have kids, or you go through all of these things, and your friends and the people you hang around with change, right? And we all change over time, but you can't change somebody else, but you can change yourself. And changing yourself is hard, but it's also the most rewarding thing, right? To change who you're becoming, right?
Yeah, it's true because I had someone I know for a long, long time. And then, so sometimes because I live in England
Hmm.
27 years, but the way I speak, I still not have British accent.
Hmm.
And then I don't mind that because I'm proud where I come from, Malaysia, and then
Hmm.
beautiful country. And then I just think that she always make me feeling like I can't speak properly because you know when people just say to you, okay, you live here 27 years, you still can't have British accent, everything like that. So because you're with that person so long, and then you end up you become like that person, and then you start thinking, I can't talk because I'm scared. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
then I embarrass everything. So because I pull myself out from that friendship, I
Hmm.
not see her anymore. I
Right.
now and then I see in town, just say hi, but I not go out for coffee or go out for shopping with her anymore. You know what? I'm not joking. So since I'm out from that love friendship, and then I'm proud
Yeah.
who I am. I'm
Yes.
proud the way I speak. And then
Yes.
I only have one Catherine here, the
That's
way
right.
I so
It's true. And honestly, like it's interesting because like I don't know, I probably find the good in everything. That when I look for something like, I was just even today before I got on the call with you, I said I fell down the stairs and I hit the stairs and my bum hit the stairs 3 times, but it didn't hit my tailbone. And I was like, okay, so it's a little bit sore, but at least I didn't hit my tailbone because then I might not be able to walk very good. And I always find the good in things. And so when you say my English isn't very good, I don't even notice that. Like I understand you very well. My husband comes down sometimes and he talks when we have our calls, and like we understand Catherine very well. So somebody has told her, or somebody has said to you, I don't like how you speak, you don't speak clear. Like I don't like how your hair is, your what you look like. And that's their opinion, right? But
yes,
I would
yes,
never find any fault in my friends or say something. I have a hard time saying something negative to somebody. And I don't know. I think that's not what how friends behave. You're trying to uh inspire each other. You're trying to lift them up. You're trying to make them feel good. You're trying to make them smile. You're trying to make them laugh at the end of the day. Not to say like, oh, you know, well, I don't like you because you have curly hair and you talk too fast and you this and you that. Like, who wants to hear that from somebody? And it hurts, right? When you hear those things. So you can pick and
yes,
choose who you want to be around with. When you leave a friend, it's like 2 hours later, you're talking and you're like, oh my gosh, I felt like we could talk for 2 more hours. That's the kind of friendships that you want, where people like appreciate you, they hug you, they say thank you. And I don't know, it's crazy. And that we have talked for 2 years, you and I, like, and we still haven't met yet. We are going to meet one day, either in
we
UK,
will.
or Catherine's going to come to Canada, but one of the two we will meet up one day. But yeah, it's a friendships. And the cool thing is
Yeah.
that during the pandemic we have become more online, and we were able to meet people all over the world. So I'm so grateful for our friendship.
Yeah, me too. So I think everything for reason. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Because if the lockdown not happen, because I'm type of person will not going like
Right.
TikTok or anything like that. But that day, I just thinking, oh, I just go look because everybody talking about it, and then I just thinking, oh, I just see it. But a lot of people dancing, everything. Okay, that not me. Thing like that. And I just keep swipe like that. And then you cut there, and then I thinking something about this woman. I just listen everything. So that, yeah, so it's funny, everything for reason.
Yes.
And then I'm so pleased I did.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So if and so that TikTok channel, actually, it's called Made for More 1111. I have not done a video in that channel for quite some time, but I still go back in and look at messages. I did have this message in there. Somebody said, "Where are you? Like, where have you been?" So I was like, "Oh my goodness." But I do have another TikTok channel. It's called Menopause Made for More, and that's for weight loss and menopause as well. And I do spend quite a bit of time in there chit chatting with people. And interestingly enough, I'm actually meeting people from Canada, which is very few in TikTok that I have found. They seem to be in UK, Australia, South Africa, Malaysia. I've met people there, but there seems to be very few in Canada. But the last probably month or even 3 weeks, I'm meeting
Yeah.
a lot. So anyway, but it's interesting, right? So anyway, yeah, you never know, right? That's the beauty of the online world.
I know. It's it's just lovely because like you said, we not meet each other yet, but every week we're talking
Yeah.
in a Zoom, everything. And then it's a friendship, not mean you don't need to see each other every day or next door house. It
No,
can be like
no.
far, far away,
Yes.
like you and me.
Yes. You know, like sometimes they're friends that you just haven't talked to for a while, and maybe like for a month or maybe like 2 months. And then it's like, hey, do you want to go for dinner? And you just kind of pick up where you left off. Like it
Yes.
seems like, pretty effortless that way. So yeah, no, I love this. I'm grateful for our friendship. Catherine, if people are trying to find you, where would they find you on social media? Like what page is your go-to?
Oh yes, because I'm doing I do a lot. So I'm doing cooking. So I'm at Facebook. And then so I just teach people Malaysian, my family recipe. But and then that Facebook, I just try want to see what's that called. So yeah, so you can find me Facebook, Instagram, Cat Labo in there. So and then yeah, so I'm in Instagram and Facebook.
Okay, that's awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay. Anyway, well, thank you guys for joining us. And we will see you next week here on our podcast. And thanks for your time. All right.
Goodbye. See you
Okay.
next
Thank
week.
you. Bye-bye.